Hello, everyone, and a warm welcome to the End Podcast English Hub. I'm David, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be joined by a fantastic new voice on the show.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ella, and it's a real pleasure to be here with you, David.
Wonderful to have you, Ella. Today, we're diving into a topic that's absolutely fundamental to mastering English. It's not about memorizing rules. It's not about complex phrases. It's not a specific course or a podcast. It's consistency. Consistency is the secret ingredient for so many successful learners. Perhaps you study for hours one day, but then you do nothing for the next week. Maybe you feel overwhelmed or you can't find the time. Lots of people believe the issue is their resources, their course, their podcast, or their method.
Yeah, that's so common, but frequently the true challenge is consistency. So, David, can you explain what we mean by consistency?
That's an excellent question. Consistency is the steady daily effort that builds your skills. Without consistency, learning feels like a constant restart. With consistency, learning feels like natural progress. And today, Ella and I will help you build your consistency.
Your routine. Yes. And I love that you say your routine, because your routine is your personal habit. It's the answer to the question, how will I practice English daily? For many people, the answer is not defined. They say they will study when they have time. But David, isn't that a bit vague?
Yeah, it is far too vague. Your routine must be something specific to your day, something that fits into your life. For instance, maybe your routine is auditory. You listen to a podcast on your commute, you hear music while cooking, or you play dialogues while exercising.
Or maybe it is visual, right? You read a news article with your coffee, you watch a show with subtitles, or you review flashcards before bed. Or maybe your routine is social. You message a friend in English, you join an online community, or you write a daily journal entry. All these approaches are valid. But the best routine, the most effective one, is the one that feels natural to you.
It feels effortless and gives you a sense of accomplishment when you complete it. That's a wonderful way to put it, Ella. Now, let's discuss two common approaches. The first one is intense study. Intense means concentrated. Okay, this is when you do a lot in a very short time. For example, you study for 5 hours on a Saturday, or you try to learn 50 new words in one sitting. This approach can feel productive at the moment. You feel a rush, so you push yourself hard. But here is the downside. It often leads to burnout very quickly. After the long session, your brain is tired. When the weekend is over, the momentum is gone. It fades. And when the momentum fades, your desire to continue fades too.
Yeah, I've definitely observed this. Learners cram before a trip or an event, but when it's over, they put English aside and forget what they learned. That is the intense study approach. But David, I'm curious about the second method.
The second method is different. It is called steady practice. So what does steady mean, Ella?
Well, steady means regular and calm. Okay? Intense means a lot at once. Steady means a little bit often. This approach comes from your schedule, your habits, your own rhythm. Maybe you practice for 15 minutes with your morning coffee. Maybe you listen to an episode while walking the dog. These habits are sustainable. Nobody can disrupt them. You just make it part of your day.
You're doing it for the long term. That's why steady practice creates lasting results. It doesn't lead to exhaustion. It doesn't fade quickly. It stays with you because it integrates with your lifestyle. Even if there is no big event, no trip, no deadline, you continue because it's just what you do. Think of it like this. Intense study is like a sprint. It's fast, but if you sprint, you get tired and have to stop. Steady practice is like a gentle walk that you take every single day. The walk keeps you moving all the time. It builds your endurance and health. That walk is your routine. That's such a perfect analogy, Ella. I really like that. Now, let's offer our listeners something actionable, a simple framework. This framework is very easy and only requires a few minutes, but it can build consistency for your entire week. It has 3 parts: choose your anchor, set your micro goal, and then track your progress. Okay, let's break them down. Part 1, choose your anchor. Every day, attach English to an existing habit, then do it. Say it out loud or just do it quietly. For example, I will listen to English while I make my breakfast, or I will read 1 paragraph after I check my email. Don't worry if the activity is short or very simple. Just do it. When you attach it to a habit every day, it becomes automatic in your life. Part 2 is micro goals. Micro means very small. Decide on a tiny specific goal for the day. Learn 2 new words, write 1 sentence about your day, or shadow 1 line from a video. Make the goal so small it's impossible to fail. Make the task clear in your mind. Hear yourself succeeding. Feel the satisfaction of checking it off. This micro goal makes your routine achievable. And then we have part 3, tracking. Every day, mark your progress. It doesn't have to be complex. Put a check on a calendar, use a habit app, or tell a friend. I practiced today. I learned the word achieve. These marks are small, but they are motivating.
Yeah. And some people might think only 2 words, only 1 sentence. That's too little. But no, little is manageable. If you plan to study for 3 hours every day, maybe you quit after 2 days. But if you do 10 minutes every day, you can continue for weeks, months, even years. That is why micro goals succeed. Think of building a wall. If you try to lift all the bricks at once, you can't.
But if you lay 1 brick every day, the wall gets built. The same is true for English. Small actions repeated daily create fluency. Precisely. And let's also talk about off days. Off days are a big reason people break consistency. Many learners feel guilty about missing a day. They think I failed, my plan is ruined, so they give up entirely. But the truth is, off days are part of life. They are not failure. They are just a pause. Off days can be rest.
That's so true. And remember, being consistent doesn't mean being perfect. Perfection is a myth. Life happens. Sometimes you are busy, sometimes you are tired, and that is completely okay. Every consistent person has off days. The key is to return to your routine the next day. And off days don't define your journey. They are temporary. Yeah. And sometimes a short break even helps your brain. You come back refreshed. You feel more motivated. That small reset happens because you paused. So let's change how we see off days. They are not disasters. They are part of the process. They are human. They are temporary.
So let's recap. Consistency is often the secret ingredient in English learning. Intense study, like long cramming sessions, is impressive but fleeting. Steady practice, your personal routine, is more reliable and lasting. You can build your consistency with a simple daily framework. Attach English to a habit, set a micro goal, track your progress. Small actions build momentum. Momentum builds skill, and skill builds fluency. Okay, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the N Podcast English Hub.
I'm David.
And I am Ella, and we are rooting for you. So until next time,
Keep going
keep practicing.
and keep building your routine.
Bye for now.